Philippines to reopen soon to vaccinated foreign tourists. Stick around. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hey guys, before we start today's video, I got two favors to ask. One, give the video a like. Two, subscribe if you haven't. We really appreciate all the support we've gotten, and we appreciate any more we can get. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, hey YouTube friends, welcome back to another day, another video, and another episode of USA to Philippines Life with me, Mike, your host. Channeling the kid from Brooklyn here with the little hat. Just found it in the closet, and it's cold here. My office used to be a porch, and it's getting cold here in New Jersey, so that's why if you see me in the videos, I might bundle up a little bit more than I used to for the purpose of filming. Yeah, funny, channeling the kid from Brooklyn. That's vintage YouTube. I don't know if the channel's still up, but many years ago, early 2000s, I used to watch the kid from Brooklyn. God rest his soul. I think he's passed on, but he was an interesting character. If you're into checking it out, please do. But let's get into today. The internet is ablaze with the news that the Philippines to reopen soon to vaccinated foreign tourists. I think a lot of people are leaving out the word soon. I think we need to proceed with caution. Okay, we're dealing with the Philippines. We know that. I'm not going to get on here and tell everybody, celebrate the Philippines is open, because that's not what they're saying. They're talking about it, and it looks good. And as I've been saying, positive signs after positive signs, things seem to be getting better. However, now we're put back to proceed with caution. If, and that's the biggest two-letter word in the dictionary, if there should be a resurgence of the COVID via some unseen variant that has yet to rear its ugly head, you will see things clamp down again. So that's why we need to proceed with caution. So I'm looking at November 18th was the article, which I had posted on the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the USA to Philippines Life Facebook group, please do join the group. I posted this early in the morning yesterday. As soon as I saw it, Philippines to reopen soon to vaccinated foreign tourists. This is the news agency Reuters, and they're saying Philippines has approved a plan to allow entry soon, again there's that word soon, to foreign tourists vaccinated against COVID-19, its tourism ministry said on Friday, following moves by other Southeast Asian countries to relax travel curbs. The Coronavirus Task Force approved in principle the entry of fully vaccinated tourists from countries, here's the catches, with low COVID-19 cases, the ministry said, adding that guidelines must be finalized. So stay tuned, proceed with caution. You know, we'll never know what's going to come out of here. So good. While it's good news, let's just approach it cautiously. The Philippines, known for its diving in thousands of tropical islands, saw an 83% drop in foreign arrivals last year, receiving nearly 1.4 million visitors compared to nearly 8.2 million in 2019, which was when I was last there. Japan, South Korea, China, are its biggest tourism markets. And I would probably explain why those countries have been slid over to the green countries list, which I'm still puzzled by China being on there, being that COVID-19 originated in China. But I understand you got to play nice with the kids in your neighborhood. So I get it. No hard feelings. It is what it is. So as we know, the Philippines imposed some of Asia's tightest entry requirements during the pandemic and has been one of the region's worst hit countries in terms of cases, deaths, economic losses. Just over a quarter of its population has been vaccinated up to date. They are also, and I'm reading from the article, but this is me. Again, I spoke about the antiviral pill that Pfizer has come up with, that they are allowing licensing of, which means that they're allowing other companies to copy this antiviral pill and produce it around the world, which basically is a treatment for COVID. So if you get COVID, there's a treatment now. So, I mean, once this pill gets out there, you're still going to have your vaccine holdouts, the people that don't want to get vaccinated, which I respect about the vaccine. I don't want to get into it too much, but believe me, I didn't just blindly roll up my sleeve. I looked into it. I talked to people. It was the right thing to do, and I believe it is the right thing to do for everybody. However, you know, we always talk about at work that the last pandemic was a Spanish flu. What was different then than it is now is there was no social media back then. So, you know, that's the two differences. But going forward, the antiviral pill is going to be a game changer once that gets out there. So I think with that on the horizon, you know, that's going to help open things up quicker. So back to this Reuters article. Neighbors Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia have also announced various degrees of reopening in recent weeks after progress in vaccinating their local populations, allowing tourists from green countries or territories that have the majority of its population vaccinated with low infection rate will greatly help in our recovery efforts, Tourism Minister Bernadette Romulo Payat said in a statement. So, seems like they started down the road to reopening. But again, my advice is proceed with caution. Don't get your hopes up and stay tuned. These are more positive signs. I talked about the positive signs in previous videos about, you know, the shields being done away with, the plastic barriers in the jeepneys going away. So little by little, the layers are being peeled back now. I know here in New Jersey it's strange. You go to some stores and they have a sign, must wear a mask to enter. And then you go in other stores and nobody's wearing a mask. So I know I spend 98.9% of my life inside a hospital, or, you know, in and around the hospital. We're required to wear the mask in the hospital, so I always have a mask, and just by habit I always have a mask with me in my pocket. But it's just getting confusing around here when we happen to go to a store or something, which I try to avoid. And then that was one of the things of COVID that I enjoy, is I just don't go to the stores anymore. They're too crowded. People are nasty around here. They are. People are nasty here. I'm not going to candy coat it. They're nasty. They're nasty on the roads. They're nasty if you have to deal with people in any way. I'm very fortunate. I live in a very nice neighborhood. My neighbors are excellent. I love my neighbors. I've lived here for over 10 years. Wonderful Filipino family across the street. They've been here the whole time. They're wonderful. It's a very diverse neighborhood. Every color, race. We all live peacefully. Got a wonderful Chinese family down the street. They run an awesome Chinese restaurant on the corner. Love their food. Been buying their food for 10 years. It's really great, that part. But when you get out away from our little bubble here, it's just nasty. So I love the fact that I don't have to go to the store anymore. Everything's delivered. But occasionally you do. And as soon as you do you wear a mask? Do you not wear a mask? What's up with that? Nobody can tell me. But anyway, that's the story. up to now, proceed with caution is my advice, because the titles, the thumbnails I'm seeing for YouTube, I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of other YouTube videos lately, but the thumbnails that I'm seeing look a little misleading. But I'm not saying the Philippines is open to tourists. It just says they're talking about it. So that's a positive sign. So let's leave it at that. That's a positive sign. Let's leave it at that. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. If you like the video, give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have subscribed, we really appreciate it. As we always like to say, wherever you are in the world, stay well, stay safe, stay blessed, and we're going to see you real soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching, and take good care of yourselves. Take it easy. Bye-bye.